Welcome, traders, to Blueprint here at Traders Post for December 18th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Hartman, your friendly neighborhood coder, joined as always by Peter Hartman, repping the Traders Post marketing crew. This episode is brought to you by BluSky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. But we'll tell you more about them later. As always, today's stream will be a continuation of the chain linear regression strategy that we started coding last Thursday. That's when Blueprint happens, on Thursdays. So that'll be fun for us to dive into. We're also going to take a look at a little bit of an upgrade being made to the PineScript Agents coding tool for Claude Code that we've developed. As always, a quick reminder, everything we build here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. We're here to showcase what's possible with the power of automation and AI and trading, not promise profits or predict your portfolio's future. That being said, turn to my brother and say, hey, Peter, how's it going? How's it going today?
It's going good today. Really happy to see Aventura Trader in the chat. Greetings and salutations, he says. Same to you. Happy holidays, number one fan, 100% in the house. I'm doing swell, Tom. I'm a little upset at the start.
I have a hat here, and you thought you'd be the only one with a Christmas hat?
Well, that doesn't bother me. But before the stream started, I heard your wife in the background, and she said that your hat was better than my hat. So having a falling out with a close family friend is it's difficult to deal with, and I'm dealing with those emotions.
It's the puff here that's larger. Plus, in all of our hats, we have a gold coin in each one of them, 1 full ounce, which wasn't a lot 20 years ago, but now, woof, it's worth its weight in Peter Schiff.
Okay, but in my hat, I have a Bitcoin, a whole Bitcoin. Okay, I bet you've never seen a Bitcoin in real life. Okay, there it is. It's worth.
PineScript Agents has been upgraded to version 1.3. That's right. PineScript Agents, which you can get for free by going into your dashboard, headed over to Account, Indicators, and clicking on the Build Your Own box at the top right. So you click on that, view on GitHub, and you'll be able to get the coding library. Now, the whole idea of this library, for those people who don't know, is that it is a tool to enhance Claude Code, the vibe coding LLM model from Anthropic, to be able to make PineScripts easier, better, faster, the whole thing. All right, it's been fun to use, been using it now for a couple of months, and people are starting to like it. Look, it's got 17 stars, 7 forks. Who's forking my code? I'm sorry, our code. And yes, please go ahead and do whatever you like with it. So the major notable change that we did for version 1.3 is upgrading it from from Claude Code Agents to specialized AI skill sets. So it's all the same sort of techniques that were there before, as a visualizer, developer, debugger, backtester, optimizer, manager, and publisher. But instead of having them as sub-agents, we have them as skills. Why? Because when you have them as agents, what happens is that Claude Code will spin up that agent, but that agent no longer has the context for your project. They're only doing the specific thing that they're designed to do, which is great when you are triggering specific workflows, or you needed to run unit tests, or you needed to develop its own branch of something. But it's not good for if it's losing the context of the conversation you're having right now. Skills is a new type of plugin for Claude Code that allows you to have all the same benefits or have the benefits of, quote unquote, an agent running with all the knowledge of what to do for that, but it has all the context for the project that you're in. What it can't do is run in parallel with other things. It's sequential. That's why there's a downside to that. Whereas when you were using agents, you can have multiple ones of the agents doing multiple things. But since we were dealing with the same script, the same PineScript script, it made no sense because you couldn't have multiple agents doing multiple things on the file anyway. And so, better to go to skills. So it works much better now. We've also upgraded the skills with the new information from 2025 for PineScript. if we go to the trading view page for this, under the release notes for this year, there's a couple of things for like formatting that's been updated for how content needs to be formatted on the site. In November, we talked about they added some new constants, and then we also had some new attributes added to the time of methods in October 2025. A bunch of different things like that. Some styling changes in September, blah, blah, blah. So they've been doing a lot of updates. We fed the new these new details into PineScript Agents so that it's up to date. It does make PineScript version 6 the main version now for PineScript Agents. It's not really going to do so well for PineScript 5 and below, because it is there's all kinds of conflicting things that worked before and that don't work now, or things that exist now that didn't work before. So build all your scripts and strategies, indicators and strategies in version 6, and you'll be fine. In addition to that, inside of the interface, you will have additional options here. Let me just load up a different version while that's working. So I'm going to, in my IDE right now, this is VS Code I have open right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and load Claude Code. And when we have new slash commands. So before you would just, the AI tool will still be able to get in context what you're saying, but if we now have start commands, if you do /start, it'll let you know of the slash commands that are available for this project. So you can do /command for, let's get this running, for create. One second, it should be telling me the slash commands. Sometimes, Peter, an AI agent just decides to do what it feels like doing. Well, let's just get that pulled up.
I kind of like that these AIs have kind of quirks and personalities and temperaments. And depending on the time of day or whatever, how they're feeling, it kind of makes you feel good.
I don't like it. I wish they were robotic and always acted the exact same all the time. But hey, veggies can be choosies. All right, anyways, there it goes. It's pulling up. All right, so we have a couple of new slash commands, so you no longer have to just guess. If you do /create, that it'll set you up to create a new PineScript indicator or strategy. /video, you can then provide it with a YouTube link. This now works where you provide it with a YouTube link. It'll go and try to extract the indicator or strategy from that video in a better way. So if you've run this for the first time in your system, it'll install all the different libraries necessary on your system so that it can either, one, go and grab the subtitles. If there's already a subtitle file on that video, it'll grab the subtitles and then just use that in order to try to make the indicator or strategy. If it can't get the subtitles because there's no subtitle file for it, or if it was live stream, it'll attempt to download that video, extract the audio from that video, transcribe it, and then use that transcription. And then those transcripts are saved as in your cache, so that you can always refer to it, so it goes quickly. Also, the project now regularly, if you tie it to your GitHub repo, will constantly make commits and push for all the changes you're doing. At least that's what I was told to do. Good AI. Be a good AI. It should commit all that, and so that you can also roll back to different versions whenever you need to. And the final two slash commands are templates and examples that'll show existing templates that are there and examples within the script, which are not features you really need to use much. It's really the create and video that that's important. All right. So one thing I noticed here, and I actually just made this update here. I guess I never made it clear to people, and I just want to make this straight out clear, because if you ask an AI system, to any AI LM, to make a PineScript or strategy or indicator, it'll make it in a way that will normally work, that process will normally work for any type of coding language, right? It wouldn't be specific to PineScript. Python, Rust, Go, it'll work in the same way. But there are a type of object you can have within PineScript called user-defined types. That's here. So a user-defined type, what it does is that allows you to create an object inside of PineScript that then has its own properties. So actually, one thing you might think, okay, Tom, what's the use case for that? You could imagine, hey, what if I want to do an analysis on the candles? I'm looking for a pattern. But if you're looking for a pattern and the number of candles that you're dealing with is too large, more than, I think 5,000 is the limit, you end up in a situation where you're missing out patterns because you can't get the larger patterns. But if you save every bar of information, the open, high, low, close, the time for the bar, and whatever details you want into a user-defined type, in this case, you would call it candles, and you save all those as properties, you can store that within an array, and that array can have 100,000 entries. So that means you can find your pattern on 100,000 candles. You don't have to be limited to the 5,000 candle. It's a nice cheat way of finding the pattern that you need. Is your script heavier? Yes, but you're able to do things you couldn't do before. Why am I mentioning this? Because on the linear regression script that we were building, segue, we were having errors last week where the script was, and if anyone tried it out, you probably saw it, the script was timing out. When you're in replay, if you had it active in your chart long enough, eventually there would be too much data that is trying to collect, and you would fail, saying that, hey, it can't access this past information. Whereas now with the new modification type, the UDT, sorry, that's the wrong one.
If you say segue, then it's not a good segue. Just want to let you know. It's not smooth.
So now we have a type regression. Let me increase the size of this. We have a user-defined type regression that has the start time, the index, the slope of it, the intercept, basically a bunch of information about it. And that way, and all the drawings are here as well. That way, that one object has all the information for the linear regression that we're dealing with. So, for example, this entire linear regression here, all the details about it, from what it looks, what are the values, where it started, where it ended, how the color, everything is stored within one object. Super, super useful. Peter is rolling his eyes because he's not a programmer. Programmers, useful for you.
I'm just wondering, like, do regular people out there, you folks watching, do you know what he's talking about? Like, is it making sense to you?
Yeah, if you're a programmer.
If you're a programmer. So are most people who watch this programmers?
If you are not a programmer, the other thing I was going to say is that, and I said this at the beginning, if you were paying attention and not distracted by the small ball on your hat, you would have known that I was saying that this information is now coded within PineScript Agents. So it's going to start making scripts in this way.
So unnecessary to say, just basically.
It's not unnecessary to say, okay, it's not unnecessary to say, all right, you don't know how to build a car, but it's nice to know that the people making the Porsche have some idea, can tell you a little bit about the horsepowers and the V8 stuff in there, and all the petits bébelles inside of there. Okay.
Look, I'll give you credit. Okay, just like I'm going to give you credit for your commitment here. Like, you have the nice puffy hat. That's very nice. It's better than mine. You went out of your way, and I really love your commitment to like adding on the few extra pounds so you could really look jolly, like Santa Claus. Like you put on weight just for the. You did good. No, you did good, Tom. No, you did good. Nice and jolly and round. Okay, I get it. Okay, you're letting people know how good this thing is. It's built in, so that's good to know. I like that.
That's right.
I'll allow it.
So you can go ahead and download the new version of PineScript Agents from GitHub and load it up into your favorite vibe coding CLI. I recommend Claude Code. But
Mustang Trader says
fan of Codex.
Mustang Trader says you know nothing about. I'm not a big fan of Codex. Okay, it's just sometimes you hit a wall with one AI and another AI can help you. Mustang Trader says you know nothing about cars, do you? You got caught, Tom. You got caught.
I'm pretty sure they're made out of metal. After that, not too sure. I was having this issue in my my car where my snow mat, I didn't realize, was sliding forward and getting stuck underneath my gas. So my gas would just go full throttle, and I wasn't sure how to stop. I thought it was a problem internally with my car. I was going to complain to the dealership. Turns out it's just me and my mat.
That's what I told you. I told you, are you sure your mat is? Anyway.
Okay, I don't like. I'm glad you didn't die. Nuclear. Not a fan. All right, so we're getting this script is working pretty nicely. It's showing me what I want here. If I just replay back here, we're not going to go through like all the details and vibe code this whole thing. I just wanted to let people know that it's updated and the new PineScript is updated as well. But right now, if we, hey, oh, there it is. Okay, so now the linear regression is showing because it is between a value of a Pearson R score of where is it?
For your safety, take the bus. Mustache Traders. I agree.
It's looking for a Pearson R score of 85. Why is it doing here? Let's go ahead and just ask the system here what's going on. Give me 1 second. Let me ask. Well, not give me 1 second. This is what the show's about. Let's use Whisper Flow in order to talk to our AI. Can you confirm that the script is set up in such a way that we're looking for a slope or a Pearson R score, sorry, for the linear regressions that's between two specific values? I'm not seeing that within the settings so that it's adjustable by the user. Hit enter and move forward. Whew, so good. So good.
It's going to get better. I don't know if you've been seeing the new things that are coming out with AI, but you're going to have a person that you're going to be able to talk to relatively soon. I don't think people are ready for that.
To a person.
Well, imagine.
Wait, can it be me? Can it be a girl version of me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God. There we go.
A girl version of you will. Yeah, sure.
I need a girl version of the top and a centaur body. That's be perfect. That's all I ever wanted to be. That's my ideal version of myself. Peter, Avatar's coming out, okay? We're all in the vein of we could be in different bodies here. Don't look at me like I'm a weirdo. It's Avatar 3, 4 that's coming out. I'm not the weirdo. You are, if you don't like that sort of thing.
All right, so your AI is doing its work?
Yeah, it said here you're correct. The script currently only has lock R threshold. Controls when a dynamic regression locks by detecting the Pearson R drop value. Okay, so what it's doing is that if the Pearson R score goes above 0.85, it now considers that linear regression trend and then keeps it in that vein. So if I were to, okay, that's perfect. So if I continue playing forward, it's going to look for a break of this linear regression. Let's see here. You can go slower. This can go slower. Okay, there. And it's taken a short entry. Okay. Well, I'm not liking how it's taken the entry here. This is in low volume territory. Here it's now generating another linear regression, and then it locked. Okay, so we have a problem here. Do you see how the color is sort of like getting more and more opaque? It's because it's redrawing the regressions again and again and again. All right, so let's just take a quick screenshot of this by pressing the middle button on my mouse because I'm using the wonderful CleanShot X tool. And I'll just go ahead and paste that in the chat and say, there's a problem where on every bar it appears that the latest regression channel is being redrawn again and again and again and again and again over the last one. We need to fix that situation.
You're not just using the CleanShot tool, you're using the MX Master 3S. This is the best productivity mice ever, man. You get like 20 macros, like a macro pad. I love it.
Click the Amazon link inside of the description in order to find your MX. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
It doesn't cost you any more and it helps the channel. No, I'm kidding.
We got to be careful because sarcasm is ending up being a problem on our blog.
That's right.
It'll be like, hey, does Traders Post ever offer discounts or suggestions for products? Yes, they put in the descriptions links to different Amazon links. Nope, we don't. All right, so it says here, I can see the issue. The regression channels are being redrawn every bar without properly cleaning up the previous drawings, causing them to stack on top of each other. Let's examine the drawing logic, and I'll go ahead and review all the drawing logic. So we don't have to sit here as we go through each and every one of these things. I'd just like to show a little bit of how the tool works and how you can work with it. The next version, version 1.4 or 1.5, I'm planning, or I'm thinking, I want to get people's feedback, I can make the Claude Code tool directly control your trading view interface and go ahead and copy paste the code there, update it, and then monitor the chart to see if everything is working. I don't know if that's overkill for people, because that requires your computer having a lot more permission than just
okay, but
processes.
wait. So you don't know about the new Claude release that was just released like today or yesterday? Claude has a new Chrome extension. Has a new Chrome extension that allows it to control your browser.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's new. It's Claude extension for Chrome. I hope it works on Arc browser. But in the chat, you'll be able to see a list of all the tabs that it can see. You can go and fill out things and use it. It's new Claude release.
Let me see if it's true. I'm not seeing here.
Do I show your screen? What's going on?
Oh, sure, yeah, you can.
Wait, is there a second screen?
Yes, there's a very recent release of Claude Code. December 18th it was released. Oh, what's this?
It's released today.
You're right. Claude in Chrome is now available in beta to all paid plan users, including Pro, Team, and Enterprise. Okay, but where is it?
It works. So you know Atlas, right? ChatGPT's Atlas?
Yeah, I know of it. It's like Comet from
yeah, exactly. It's like that, except it's an extension, not a browser, but it also works with Claude Code. The only
can you put it in Arc as well?
I don't know. I haven't tested it out yet. It's for Chrome, but I don't know if it works in Arc. The only downside that I've heard about, and I was listening to a channel, I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry, I don't have it. He explained how, at least right now, sub-agents don't have access. Like, you can't tell a sub-agent to go and control your browser. It's the main agent. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah.
I'm not finding the link. Okay, never mind.
Just go to the web store and type in Claude. Web store, the second link. Oh, there you go. Cloudy. I was listening to this YouTuber, and he pronounced it Cloudy, and I was like, oh. No, not Claude Code, just Claude.
But I don't see any official Claude thing here.
Maybe it's only available on their site. But anyway, you saw it in the release notes, so it's definitely there.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see if this fixed it. Copy, paste.
So you were saying you're going to integrate that ability into what? Into the script?
Into PineScript Agents, yeah.
Oh. I see.
In fact, I almost wanted to make it so that when you run PineScript Agents, you're no longer in VS Code. What you get is a popover over TradingView that controls things. And what you're doing is that you're not even copying and pasting the code. You're just doing the code directly in the editor. I think that might be fun.
That's kind of cool.
I don't know. Seems like a little bit overkill. I do have other things to do than that. So people have to really, get those emojis going, get that praise going. This is all done through the kindness of my own heart.
The more the audience demands it, the more it becomes your job as opposed to a luxury.
Nope, it won't. What I'll do is we'll hire somebody else and they'll do it. All right, looks like it's fixed. It's all right. We're getting that there. So let me get in here. I'm on the roll, Peter. Let's just ask it. Can I get clarity on how the trades are being entered? I'm expecting to enter into a trade when when a linear regression trend is broken. If it's sloped to the upside, I'm expecting a break to the downside in order to go to a short, and vice versa for bearish slopes. So is that what's happening here? Because I'm not exactly seeing the trades happen exactly where I would expect them to. And I don't want these to be triggered on false linear regressions. Stream of consciousness, Peter. I waited my entire life for computers to get to the point where I can just have stream of consciousness, say whatever, and it'll just figure it out. I've wanted to live in Star Trek my entire life. And we are in the beginnings of it. Star Trek Voyager is the only one that matters. If I don't have that,
TNG, baby.
No.
No.
Horrible things that happen to them all the time. Whereas on Voyager, it's just one main horrible thing that they're dealing with, and it gets better and better over time. Whereas TNG gets worse and worse over time. And D69 is just terrible the whole time there. But
Them's
you do get
fired.
wrecked, you know.
Them's fighting words, man. Shots fired.
Yeah. Okay, Peter, while this is happening, I want to ask you...
Data or the EMH?
EMH, are you out of your mind?
It's like you're broken.
Is that, what?
It's like you're broken, and I can't fix you.
Wait, you would rather be data than the hologram?
B? No, not B.
Oh, you mean
I'd rather be with data than be with the whiny, emotional, emergency medical hologram who's so full of himself. Look, we're gonna start a Star Trek podcast where we discuss Star Trek. That's not what we're doing here. In the chat, you guys tell me. You guys, anybody here watch Star Trek? Which one do you prefer, Voyager or the Next Generation? Come on.
Or
Am I wrong?
Nine, or what's the one? What's the one? Archer. Jonathan Archer was on which one? The one that was canceled.
Enterprise.
Yeah, Enterprise. The one after Voyager.
Have you seen Picard?
No, I hear it's good.
No, I hear the first 3 seasons were god awful, like 5 stars. But that then season 4 or the most recent season is like 8, 9 stars. Like they're like, I don't know, they got the notes. It's so amazing. So now I got to go watch horrible seasons of Star Trek in order to get to the good one. But I'm going to do it.
See Discovery?
Yeah, I watched Discovery. It was okay. 7 stars.
All right. So no, 7.5. All right. Here it says here, the current logic works this way. Breakout detection. When the downtrend slope, breakout is when the close value is larger than the upper trend for long, and close value is lower than lower trend for short. Is that what we're seeing here? Are we seeing here that a short entry is happening? Let's just go back here because I'm not sure that's what I'm seeing. I'm expecting a short entry to occur when the close is less than the lower channel. Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
Mustang Trader says, next on Nerd Talk, the merits of Star Trek and the data dilemma.
Are you sure that the short signal here is happening when the uptrend is broken? Because it looks like it's still happening when we're within the trend. Oh, is what's happening that the regression trend is continuing to adjust? We're just not seeing it? Because I want the break to happen only on the regression trend that we're seeing. Maybe that's what's happening. All right, so I think what happened is that the regression trend still continues to edit as we go along. And by the time it gets here, it's like break-in at some point, something like that. And so I'm wondering if it's taking a trade because of something that's happening in the background. Let's just take a quick look. Now, I'm optimistic, Peter, because the AI nowadays will tell me you made a mistake. But sometimes it'll tell me you made a mistake, and I didn't catch it. It's doing a bunch of things, and it goes, oops. It says oops. And I go, wait a second. I wanted you to be more robot with a touch of human, not move towards human.
Well, look, if you really want the AI to be like telling you what's what, just use the ex-wife skill plugin, and I'll be brutally honest with you. Tom's not paying attention.
I am being brutally honest with you. I'm also just looking at the text here because AI, whatever the AI says to me is more important than what you say. So it says here, it looks like I did identify the problem. So I can add a visual indicator showing which regression is the active one for the trade. Add a minimum RR filter so only high quality regressions trigger trades. An option to only trade on original regression. Ignore chained ones. I don't like any of those options. Let's go with option A. Add a visual highlight for the active regression. No. I don't think any of those options are going to work. What I want to see, let's just go ahead and once the trade occurs, redraw that entire regression that it's reacting to on the chart, so I can see like what it thought the regression was at that time, whether or not, regardless of whatever the Pearson R score was at the time. let's just debug this a little bit so that it can tell me. All right, Peter, this is very exciting. I can continue on this for quite a while.
We got a question in the chat from Mustang Trader. How did you define high-quality reversions? High-quality reversions.
So we're looking here for a Pearson R score that's above 8.5. This, I'm sorry, 0.85. So we're looking for a strong trend. And when that trend breaks, when the lower end of this trend breaks to the downside, it'll be a short, and opposite for the other end. But the more I look at it, I don't really want that. I want to short when we're at the top end of the trend and go long at the low end of the trend. So I think I might change it. But this is the way that we're trying to recreate the way Mike Christensen trades linear regression. So that's what I'm trying to create first. And then after that's done, I'm going to switch it so the strategy has a second option to assume the trend will continue and to trade the top and lower bounds of that. We'll see which one works better. Before we continue, I just want to make sure we get a quick word from our sponsor.
Looking for a prop firm that actually plays nice with automation? Meet BluSky, built for serious traders. And with Traders Post, it just clicks. You connect BluSky inside Traders Post, route your trading view signals to paper or funded accounts, and let it auto-manage entries, stops, and targets. You control risk per trade, filter by session and symbol, and pause or resume with a single switch. Every fill is easy to review in one dashboard. Funded accounts can request payouts daily with launch plans starting at $49. Get funded with BluSky. Execute with Traders Post. Apply today at blusky.pro, BLUSKY.pro, and plug in your edge. Trading involves risk. Use proper risk management.
In the chat here, we've got
Go ahead. Go for it.
A virtual trader says everything Tom does is high quality. I told him, Adventurer, don't do that. Okay, don't. It's too far.
Praise will get you everywhere.
All right. So what is it you were saying?
I suggested to the AI that this might be the problem, and it says, okay, go ahead. Oh, by the way, Peter, this is why it's important to, the AI is not just going to do everything for you. You have to be able to go back and forth and debug with it, which is why I was talking about UDTs at the beginning and different types of features. Vibe coding is not going to replace you as a coder. You still need to understand what it's doing. Okay, see, it overlaid the regression there, and it says it's fine. So I don't understand here. All right, I took a screenshot, pasted it in here. All right, so I can see the yellow regression trend that popped up after the short trade was entered, but it overlaid exactly on top of the linear regression that was there before. So I don't understand, where is the slope that's being broken? Because it doesn't look like the slope has been broken at all. It looks like the price where the short enters is still between the top and lower end of the regression channel. How can we fix this problem? How can we diagnose it? Do we need to use, and then here I pause when I want to type log.info to debug, because it can add information inside the console log that I can copy, paste, give it to the system for it to analyze. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see what it says here. Peter, when you are doing price action live next week, trading live with a prop firm account for the first time ever, are you going to manually trade, or are you going to want a juicy strategy, automated strategy to run?
Oh, I've traded prop firm before.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I have I date a prop firm. She's in Canada. She's Canadian. It's not my first time.
People wonder why I don't like you, because they can't.
It's not my first time, Tom. Prop firms keep coming up. Prop firms keep coming up to me left and right. I gotta beat prop firms off with a stick. Okay, I'm not a prop firm virgin. All right, the man. Manually, yeah. I can do manual discretion. I can automate. Look, I'll do it manual just to keep it simple for everybody. All right. I'm doing this new thing where I talk with my eyes closed. I learned it from South Park, you know, the smug talk. Am I going to
your
be trading
channel.
prop firms next week? Is that what's happening? Is that for sure?
You can trade one prop firm account. Yeah.
Hmm. Do I have to buy this, or are you buying it for me?
Yep. Nope. This comes out of your pocket. Sorry, bud. It goes straight out of your pocket. No, it could either be that or you get fired. How about that? How about you beat it? You kick rocks. No? Okay. I'll send you the link to sign up for the account.
Peter's
All right.
trading live now. Mustang Trader is asking, come trade with me for a day. We can make fun between trades. I haven't, I'll be honest with you. I haven't traded. I've had a bot trade. I haven't traded. It's my first time. And I'm a little nervous. So,
Mustang Trader
but
will
yeah,
make it easy for you.
wait, we can make fun of your brother. I didn't see that part. I'm in. I'm totally in with making fun of Tom for sure. Can we have like a picture of him up on screen and I can just make fun of him? Making fun of Tom when he's not there is the best. Okay, best. Thank you for the invite, Mustang Trader. I appreciate that.
People don't know how big my ego is, Peter, and how much it hurts me. All right, they don't necessarily understand that.
Have you ever been invited by Mustang Trader to trade live? Have you?
Actually, yes.
Oh,
I have.
Pause means no. Pause means no.
All right, so I added some logs here.
Good.
Added some logs here. I'm going to copy it, paste it. I wish there was an easy copy button for all this. I'll let it know. Okay, we're going to give it another minute or so and then see what's going on. I'm going to keep on working on that later on tonight. And we're going to have a new updated version of the linear regression script inside of the back end of Traders Post. Guys, I'm making this strategy because I thought Mike would want the strategy. I make other indicators and strategies because people come on Price Action Live, people message and they say they want it. I'm telling you, if you tell me what you want, I'm likely to make it. So please, let us know in the chat. Let us know online. It's got to be public. I like when you ask publicly so that I can say yes publicly, and then it feels like commitment from both of us. When you ask me privately, I feel like, no one knows that I'm in demand.
Okay, so if somebody wants an indicator for you to build something, you want them to ask publicly so you can get social cred.
Correct.
I get it. It's like if your man proposes to you, but not in public, is that really a proposal? Is it really?
Exactly. Exactly. Peter, that's dead on. That's exactly what I mean.
Mustang Trader says he's invited you, but you're scared.
I'm not scared of anything.
Are you yellow?
Every time someone says I'm scared of something, I get flashbacks to
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. And I go, wait, this doesn't end well.
Johnny,
right.
don't.
All right, we'll leave it here because there's all kinds of other things I want to do. What's great about AI coding is that I can just have it off to the side. And every once in a while, we'll hear a beep or I have 30 seconds in between something. I go talk to the AI, say something. It goes and does whatever it needs to do. And we move forward from there.
Tom, yesterday I tried something that I didn't think it was impossible, but I never thought to do. I was building this website for this project with my partner, and it built a website. It looked nice. It was far more complex than I thought. And then I thought, hey, could I ask it to build 3 websites at the same time in parallel? So I told it to build, a minimal site, a more complete site, a site that's more colorful, animation. It built 3 completely distinct websites all at once. In kind of the same amount of time as it built the first one. It's unbelievable.
Because if
you're not using Claude Code,
I know.
Did it in parallel
you
with
can also
sub-agents.
set it up so that when you launch VS Code, you can launch it with increased memory. I think by default it gives you 2 to 3 gigs of memory, but you can launch it with.
Oh yeah, you can change the config.
Yeah, and then you can have it. Really go to town because right now I can't run multiple things over the code base because it'll crash. But if you give it way more memory, you can have it do amazing things all at once. And the more compute you give it, and the more ability it has to process things, the better things can show up at the end. So
I don't use VS Code though. I use Cursor. Although I'm thinking about changing to open code.
Why
I
do
want
you
to be able
use
to use
cursor? For what?
It's just where I started, so I stayed in there. I know the shortcuts, but I'm thinking about going over open code because I want to be able to use Grok and Gemini. And I'm trying out anti-gravity by Google, but I'm just a little nervous about it. So, but I don't use VS Code. Mustang Trader says, I want an indicator with a midnight previous day New York VWAP plus a single adjustable anchored VWAP that will automatically take a trade after a crossover long or short of the 2 lines you choose.
You got it, man. You got a Mustang. Absolutely. All right.
That sounds like
I'm
a
on
lot.
it.
I guess that's a strategy, not
right.
an indicator. Sorry.
We're going to finish here because this is what I thought. If we take a look now, I went back and forth with it, and we can see here that the trend that is actually taking a short on is an adjusted trend afterwards. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. I'm gonna add a bunch of entry and exit features to the script, and then upgrade it. If you guys want to see, you want to know when the upgrade is there, please sign up to follow us on Twitter, and I'll post an update over there. And also go take a look at the back end, the indicator library in the back end of Traders Post. You guys can always see the updates over there. All right, Peter, I think we'll leave it at that for today. Is there anything else in the chat? That public enough for you? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly what I want. Absolutely.
I want to say thanks to everybody who's watching, taking you in the chat. It makes this a lot more fun to do. I mean, we would do it if you weren't here, but it's definitely better that you're here. I want to wish you happy holidays. Maybe we'll see you next week, but very much appreciate you folks are watching this channel, not only today, but all the times you did before. It's been a very fun year, and we appreciate that.
Awesome. So as always, we wish you guys happy holidays and happy trading.